Anybody able to hear me yet? I've had music playing, and the only thing that I can hear on the end from my phone is a little bit of my voice, like almost 3 minutes later. And you're not getting any volume of the music. So it's kind of interesting to me right now. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this started. Welcome, y'all. I've never had it be so late on the latency end as it is right now. And for some unknown reason, you're not getting any kind of music at all on your end. So I'm not too sure what went wrong with that. I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to master the art of disaster streams. I'm going to do everything possible to make this the most uncomfortable experience, to where people come here just to meme, and that's all. They're simply here because they want to see me screw it up. They can clip it and then put it on the internet to have a good laugh all around. Why not? I mean, dude sitting in here in a kimono, hat on backwards, colorblind sunglasses on, one of the earphones up off his head, acting like he knows what he's doing. So if you can hear me, and you're watching currently, which right now, it's telling me that there's no one else watching. So this is all good in the hood, as far as I'm concerned. Now, if you watch this video on demand afterwards, and you're like, what was that all about? I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I really don't know why you were able to hear my PlayStation music play in the background whenever I had the game loaded the entire time. Like, that makes no absolute sense to this guy. I tried to add the chat box today, and whenever I added the chat box, it covered up 90% of the screen. I guess that's not 90%. We'll call that more like 17%. If we're getting accurate. But I didn't want half the screen being covered up just because I don't know how to seem to make it transparent now. When I was on standard OBS, this was pretty easy. I was able to just go into properties and change it to translucent. Had no problem with that. Here on Streamlabs, I seem to be the biggest doofus ever, and everything is fighting against me. So I hope you're enjoying the side profile of For Retro's Sake right now. I think this is how I'm going to play the entirety of the game. I'm going to pretend like I'm looking at the game while playing it directly on screen, like I'm a side scroll of the game. I'm simply just trying to get the sound correct here. So if you've just joined in and you're like, what the crap is this guy doing? Like, what's going on right now? He ain't playing the game. He's just talking about the game. Well, you might have just fallen in the DSP's gameplay, because that's all the dude does is sit around and chatter all day long. Later on, we're going to have a little conversation about how For Retro's Sake ran into a DSP, not so much look-alike, but an act-alike. So stay tuned for that. It should be interesting. But if we can get one more person to show up into the chat and just tell me that they can hear this correctly, that the sound is coming out okay, because I'm able to hear it on my phone. But what I've heard on my phone before and what everyone else has been able to hear is two total different things. And I don't want everybody having to listen to some echoey crap that I could technically fix if I would just change a couple of settings. So, given that For Retro's Sake is new to the Streamlabs OBS, prayer hands to you that you understand that I'm trying to make this the best possible stream for you. The most difficult thing for me currently is trying to figure out why this AverMedia Nexus live streamer sometimes wants to work like a charm, and then I might tweak one thing, and the next thing you know, I can't get anything to work correctly. Like right now, whenever I push this intro music, prepare your ears. When I push this intro music, you should be able to hear it. And you're not hearing anything, I don't believe. Makes no sense to me. See, I'm listening back to make sure that you can actually hear what I'm doing here. And for some unknown reason, it's just choosing not to play the music. Like, it's all set up. It's all turned on. I'm looking at all the settings right now. What's up, guy with two names? So, thankfully, guy with two names, who is honestly, in my mind, a pure saint. I mean, the dude has to walk around with a halo above his head, whether you see it or not. I don't care who you are, but the dude shows up so regularly here to try to help out For Retro's Sake that I believe that I owe anything good in my stream to guy with two names. Now, anything terrible that happens, that's all For Retro's Sake. Like, you know, the touching and playing with buttons and everything, that's all this guy's fault. But guy with two names, what a dude. Thank you so much for showing up. Now, what I was trying to tell everybody was, everybody as in myself and the TV screen, because you're the only other person here right now. But what I was trying to explain was, I turned off the noise gate, and now for some reason you can't hear any of the music that I could any other time get to play with no problem. Like, you would hear it no problem. And now that you've chatted at least twice, I see it on my Nexus streamer. I can see the chat box right there. It's awesome. I can put up a screen to just block out everything and say, hey, we're doing that, or no, we're doing this. All of that works, and it shows up on your end. But if I was to, say, play the exit music, and once again, prepare your ears for a second as I try this, you should be able to hear some exit music right now. And because I'm not able to monitor what you're hearing because the latency is so far back, like I'm every bit of 30 to 45 seconds back from what you're seeing because I'm currently trying to check it out on my phone. Okay, now wait, you did hear that exit music. So for some unknown reason, only my intro music, which I just hit, isn't working. And Guy with Two Names, I am not giving you too much credit. If anything, I am not giving you enough credit. Like, you have almost religiously showed up to every single stream that I've done, and anytime that I seem to have problems, you were there as well. So if I'm not giving you enough credit, I'll go one step uglier and be like, every single time the Guy with Two Names shows up, I have audio problems. Is that better? Like, I don't mean that in any way. You always help me figure out my audio problems. So if you could, Guy with Two Names, since you're here, we'll go ahead and get into the game. And if you, for some reason, notice anything sounding off as we get into the game, as in what you heard last time, like you were hearing kind of like a echoey sound throughout the gameplay and stuff, that was not meant to happen. That was obviously part of that noise gate. But then at the same time, I turned the noise gate off and I wasn't able to get the intro music to work. Like at the very beginning, you could hear my PlayStation music, like I don't know what to call that because it's not even an intro. It's like the entrance music to turning on the PlayStation. That was playing at the beginning of my stream, and that makes no sense. I in no way, shape, or form had the PlayStation sitting in that state. I was waiting on the game screen. So I have no idea. I don't know what I've done so wrong to deserve such bad treatment from this Nexus streamer. Yeah, right, man. That's just all me. Like, I just don't know what I'm doing. I might literally be the definition of a boomer, and I'm trying my best to do these things, and I'm just looking dumber and dumber. But I really thought that I had it figured out. Like, I felt like I had done the right thing, and that I had changed what I needed to. I did everything correct. I did nothing wrong. But yet, time and time again, I keep finding myself doing something wrong. I don't know what that thing is because, dude, no joke. The other day, I turned on the streamer, the Nexus streamer, and whenever I turned it on, nothing would load on the screen. Like, nothing at all. Yet I had done nothing to it. Like, there was no reason for it not to work. Like, it just chose not to. So I appreciate you, Guy with Two Names, being here. If you guys aren't aware of this, and you guys being anyone that watches this after the fact, Guy with Two Names streams on YouTube as well. His name is actually one full name, so Guy with Two, the number 2, and then names. He plays Hitman, but he's also been playing more of Fallout. So if you like that style of gameplay at all, I promise you it's something that you've never seen anyone do with Fallout before, and it's very interesting. It's always exciting to watch him play that, and it's a fun stream, so you should check him out. And I mean, if you're willing to put up with me and what my streams are, promise you, Guy with Two Names streams are 300 times better than my streams. Maybe I'll buy a drink. I don't know. Do I need a drink? Like, not too sure what this part's all about because obviously I've been getting my mind boggled around this stream trying to figure this out. I barely understand what I'm supposed to be doing in this game, I swear. I mean, I got, what is that, yen? Is that what that's supposed to be? I've got 3,000 some. I mean, is there really any difference between which drink is which drink? Recovers 15, 15, 15. So which one's the cheapest 15? 160 so far? Ah, Boss Rainbow Mountain. It sounds horrendous. At least that picture looks horrendous. Some kind of espresso. Alright, so we're gonna go with green Dakara. Which I'm not positive on this, but I thought Dakara was some type of like men's cologne. I don't know. Am I supposed to be here for a reason? Like, what about this one? Peach Step. That sounds better. Whoa! One of these drinks, a mysterious beverage. If you drink during combat, you'll gain more experience points from the battle. That's my whole entire wad, man. On one drink. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Just go ahead and jump into it. So, you can hear the gameplay, correct? Like, I know there's not a lot going on, but you can at least hear me changing from item to item, correct? I don't think I need any of this. Boost evasion. I'm gonna go ahead and get some of that. Why not? So it's literally right here that I could have just went in instead of stopping at the vending machines. This is like real life. Like, I see a vending machine, I'm like, oh, I think I want some of that.
This is it, isn't it?
Hey, are you supposed to be here?
You got any idea what happened to the office that used to be here?
Office? This used to be, you know, a girls' bar.
What about before that? There was an office here.
No, before the bar, it was a computer store. Before that, it was a maid cafe, and before that, a Filipino bar, I think.
But 18 years ago, a family had their office here. The Arakawa family. Don't you know what I'm talking about?
Family?
And is it loud enough? Can you hear them talking okay and everything as well, guy with two names?
Yakuza office, okay? Anyway, I know it was here.
That's too far back even for my old bones. But I'll be honest with you, I don't see how the Arakawa family could have been holed up in a dinky office like this.
Oh, so you do know them?
I don't think there's a soul on this side of town who doesn't. They're a huge, famous family.
Really? Finally, some good news. So where are they? I'm looking for them.
Not sure. In this day and age, Yakuza can't exactly be loud and proud, you know. Especially not hotshots like the Arakawa boys.
I get it. Okay, thanks.
Think you'll find them?
Yeah. Well, I'll just ask the old woman at the SIG stand where they're headquartered. She always knows what's going on.
Okay, good luck.
So now to the old lady at the cigarette shop. I mean, aren't those the same vending machines I just stopped at? Excellent, guy with two names. I really appreciate you. Once again, if you are tuning into this later on, you're not watching it currently live, make sure that you stop at Guy with Two Names. His streams are always awesome. He will greatly appreciate you stopping by and watching his streams as well. So make sure that you tune in.
Where's the old woman?
Oh, you mean the previous owner? She moved back to the countryside a long time ago. Probably taking it easy in an old folks home by now.
Oh, I see. Hey, do you know where the Arakawa family office is?
If you're not making a purchase, I should help the customer behind you.
I just want to know where the Arakawa office is.
Hey, some of us got places to be. Give me the usual.
Yes, here you are. 500 yen, please.
Just put it on my tab.
Wow. People sure have gotten rude since I was gone. How pathetic.
You say something?
Where'd you learn your manners, huh? Mom raised you in a barn? Jeez, and you're walking around town wearing a Tojo badge? Oh, wait, it's Omi Alliance.
Excellent. Thank you, guy with
So,
two
you're
names.
in the know. What family you from?
Me? I'm Arakawa.
Oh, nice to meet you, brother. Sorry I didn't know you. I'm new.
Like hell you are. You're lying. Out here with the Omi symbols, faking like you're Arakawa. Wait. You and that crew that visited the old chairman's grave today?
Oh, yeah, there was a big ceremony scheduled. But only the Patriarch and his officers go to stuff like that. Maybe some of their assistants too, but that's it. Damn, you must be newer than me.
Tell me one thing. Who's our Patriarch right now?
Dude, you living under a rock?
Just tell me who it is.
It's acting captain of the Omi Alliance, Masumi Arakawa, obviously. Man, you forgot the name of your Patriarch? Get your shit together.
Hey, you don't order me to do anything. I'm not Omi.
Oh, but you just said you were in the Arakawa family.
Damn right. And that family is part of the Tojo clan.
Tojo clan? You sleep talking, dude?
Do I look fucking asleep?
No, you don't. You must be one of those Tojo pests still crawling around. We've got permission from HQ to exterminate them on sight.
You Omi are the ones who invaded.
Exterminate on
This
sight.
city is Tojo turf.
Not anymore. And you Tojo roaches need to die already.
Oh, dude got a baseball bat pulled out from his back pocket. Like, who can do that?
Check this out. Come on now.
Yeah, stay on the ground.
Let's go.
I tried to hold circle.
Check this out. Come on now.
I need to find out some better moves in this, because I'm okay with the whole, like, one power move thing, but I'm ready to step up into the fighting world here. I would like more than just one move to go to.
Did Arakawa-san really betray the Tojo clan and run to the Yomi? Answer me! Yes! Haniki!
And I apologize I'm not talking as much. I'm just trying not to overtalk
What?
all of this story. Because as I said last time, I had no idea that there was so much story in this game. Like, I thought that it was going to be more of just, like, you know, karate chopping all the time.
Oh!
So now I gotta duck away from these dudes too? Like, why not just beat them up? Why am I hiding? Guy with two names says exterminate is a little harsh. I would agree. I mean, who even says that? And what is with the people disappearing on screen like that? Like, is that something that people have pointed out in this game before? Because I still have yet to watch anybody else playing this. Wait, which one's talking to me? Was it the... Okay, I'm like, hey, it's the... I can't remember if that was the lady that called for me at the bar that day, or if this is the cigarette lady. She ran the bar, there we go. See, I don't understand these parts. Like, why do they not? Like, there's so much of this game that is story mode. Like, ooh, back off. What? Huh? You reek of smoke, Ichi. Huh? I do? Oh, yeah, I guess it was just at the tobacco shop. Wait, don't you smoke yourself? Get out of here. I gave up drinking and smoking ages ago. What? Moonshine, Michio. Moonshine went cold sober. It must have been around when you were in prison. I ended up getting pretty sick. It was either quit drinking or smoking or let them send me to an early grave. Who's them? So I went cold turkey on both of them. I've heard that can kill you too. Wow, you really turned it around. I'm practically a health nut now. Yeah, I don't know about that. This lady's got some DSP-itis. No alcohol, tobacco, or additives. And I'm eating better, too. I'm trying to take up my water intake, too. Did you know 70% of your body is made of water? Guy with two names says this is his first time watching the game, and he don't like these games typically. You know, man, if we're being real, I don't know what I got myself into, because this really isn't my style of game either, and this is like the third game that I've picked up that's been like this. And my biggest problem with it is, like, if I'm gonna start playing a game, I have the hardest time just stopping. Like I want to keep playing because I assume it's bound to get better. Like, given that I played an hour and a half and I got 0% progress and I did all of the missions that I was supposed to, I assume there's a lot to this game. But, man, we're into the third stream here now, and it's still what it is. So I really appreciate you stopping by. And anytime you duck out, I understand, man. Peckling duck. I really don't get the partial voice segments, guy with two names. That is literally, to be honest, like, I don't understand this part at all. Like, why can't they just keep talking? Like, why do I gotta read this part? Is this so I'll be engaged instead of just like sitting in the background like, whatever, this game's playing, yeah. Because if I'm supposed to be reading all this and learning, I've been chatting too much during this time. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it. I really hope that's not the case. That's gonna really suck. But if you're so curious, why not track down Yushio? Yushio. Remember? Your senpai from middle school? Middle school? A guy who used to sell black market porn. He's a magazine writer these days. Guy with two names says, I've heard these games are a slow burn for stories. Dude. He fancies him. I'm not bored, because the game has been fun whenever it's not all this. The problem, though, is that the game has only been action-packed for, like, I don't know, 10 total minutes of all the gameplay that I put into it. I mean, this is my third stream of it. I've been over an hour and a half on each of them. He'll say he's out researching a story, and then I'll see him slacking off by the children's park. Creeper! Children's park, huh? That's where I'm going then. Thanks, Michio. And I keep picking these games that I can't even, like, correctly pronounce the names. Like, it's not like I don't have other games to choose from. But the viewers asked for it, guy with two names. Which sounds like total BS, because right now, guy with two names is my only viewer that I know of, and he is already stating this is not his style of game. If you like it, I can sell you some at home at a discount. Wait, what's she trying to sell him now? I missed that part. We even have a referral program. If I register you as a friend, then what?
See ya.
See ya! That's the only thing that he said during all of this. He's like, see ya. Hey, wait. So whatever she was selling, he wasn't into. She probably wanted him to buy a timeshare of some sort. I'd have been the same way. Deuces. She sure has changed. I'm glad she's doing well, but it's kind of sad too. Oh yeah, it's really sad when someone turns their life around and stops smoking and drinking and lives. What is wrong with Kasuga? Well, maybe I can find Yushio at Children's Park. May as well check it out. Alright, so we're off to the Children's Park. That isn't weird at all. You know, some fast travel would be pretty sweet right about now. So I can't go this way. I mean, I'm going to assume that that's what that X-Men circle is. And then as soon as I go this way, I'm going to be getting into a fight here. Which, dude, I'm looking for the fights. And I hope that's what the game makes you want to do. Like, look for fights, because that's pretty much how I'm feeling. Wait. That's just... I'm trying to get hit. That's the only car that has went by on the road for a while now. Guy with two names can attest to that. I was let out of prison and not a single car on the highway. Alright, time to run, bro. This is my fast travel. Look, I'm like already caught up with the car. That's ridiculous. Slow down, car. Alright. I just want to make sure I didn't mess up the map. There's a lot of vending machines. Where is this story even based? I can't say one time that it said what country I'm actually in. Like, I assume that it's not Little Chinatown or something. But then at the same time, what do I know? Is this the children's park? This looks pathetic. Not a kid in sight, and one swing set.
Nah.
How many times we gotta tell you? Quit hanging around here. You made a promise, now hand it over. Chill out, would you? It's just a pic of you walking, and you look like a BA in it. It's not a matter of if we look cool or not. The army don't do the whole press thing. So back off, or I'll be the one doing the snapping. Well, aren't there any exceptions? Isn't this the same guy that fought Kasuga? So, like, why doesn't he just punch one of them? Do something fun. They're gonna run you 1,000,000 yen if you really want them. There are people on the streets now. I know, man. Like, they just show up. Like, all of a sudden, now there can be people around. Is it now? And say goodbye to your camera. Wait, I still owe money on that thing. You think I care? Nice. That was one awesome move. Shouting. I don't understand why it's gotta be so quiet right now, and they can't just talk. Why break a perfectly good camera? Who the hell are you? I gotta talk to this guy. Don't worry. I'll make sure the shots get deleted. That makes us square, right? Aren't you Ichiban? Ichiban Kasuga? You got out? Been a while, Yushio. That guy knows you, man. Menacing. Hey, isn't he the Tojo clan guy? What? Red suit. Whoa, did that guy just like pop up and rise? Fight time, baby. Red suit, scraggly hair. If we kill him and drag him back, we'll be friggin' heroes. Yeah, those pictures just got small time. Haha. Ha.
Sup?
Sup? Don't go anywhere. I gotta handle some scumbags real quick. The hell was that? Get him! Alright, so this time around, we're gonna see if I have any...
The battle is on!
Whoa. That guy got scissors? So it says all, and that's the only awesome weapon of mine. Yeah, he missed. That's right. Wait, it said miss. Why am I bleeding?
Hold it together.
Etc. Items. Why am I bleeding though? Like, I think that I'm gonna have to go with that because I have no idea how bad off I am. Well, screw it. I might eat something. Dude, this guy with the skizzers. Now I'm bleeding profusely? I'm kind of lost on this fight time, like. Alright. That sucks, is what he said.
Come on now. That's how you do it.
I wish I understood
You're strong.
the blocking and stuff, because it says to hold circle. I hold circle.
Tell you love
like,
your job, but you ought to love being alive more.
oh, now we're back to
Who's gonna
talking.
take care of that precious camera?
A real fist fight between the Omi Alliance and a Tojo clan loyalist. Oh, yeah. These pics will go for a fortune. Thanks, Ichiban.
Skizzer time. He broke his own camera. What a moron. Come on, man. You run into floppy ears.
What the hell are you doing, man?
Don't bother that guy. It was your fault anyway. Come on, get out of here.
What's up, Forgotten Locale? Thanks for stopping
If
by.
I see you again, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Tough words for a guy who just took off screaming.
Yeah, you better run.
If you just missed it, I got sliced and diced,
Kamula?
but I still won.
It's a local mascot
Somehow.
they made to improve Kamurocho's image.
What the hell is a local mascot?
We're gonna be here all day. Remember the internet? It's big now. Use it.
Fine. Just tell me what happened to the Arakawa family. And Arakawa-san.
You were in that family once upon a time, right?
Stop! You gotta know what happened, being a local reporter. I don't believe that Arakawa-san was a traitor. It wasn't who he was.
You really want to know why Arakawa did what he did? Because I do have the scoop. I'm not a journalist for nothing.
So tell me.
When did you get locked up again?
18 years ago.
And Arakawa had a son, right?
Yeah, the young master. It used to be my job to escort him.
I don't know the details, but he was kind of sickly, right?
Uh-huh. What do you mean was? Is he better now?
He's dead.
What? When? How?
Forgotten Locale, have you played this game, or did you watch DSP play this
His
game?
condition got worse. There was nothing they could do. Arakawa was pretty fond of him, or so I assume.
It was more than being fond of him. Arakawa-san would have died for his son.
Maybe the loss changed his perspective on things. Nothing worse than burying your own kid.
Yeah. I can't imagine how that must have felt. But I still don't see how that would make him betray the Tojo clan.
You don't. Maybe you can't understand, but once you have a child, the rest of your life is over. The kid becomes your life's purpose, you know? So imagine the grief you'd feel if the kid dies. You just keep existing with your life's purpose pulled out from under you. The parents gotta find another reason, any other reason, to keep living. Couple that with the fact that Arakawa is a Yakuza. I think maybe his new reason to live became watching the world burn.
He wouldn't.
Hey, why don't you give me some info now? You really in trouble with the Omi like those thugs said?
Yeah.
Then you shouldn't just be strolling around Kamurocho. You still got business here? If not, I'd get out of town.
Huh?
I promise, Kasuga! There's nothing left for you in Kamurocho!
But then where would I go?
I mean, I don't know, dude. I'm just saying the Omi are looking for you. So I'd get out of town if I were you. Don't go home.
Home?
Yeah, the soap land you were born in? That'd be your home, right?
Shangri-La.
Hey! You're not going there now, are you? Don't do it! I'm telling you, they'll kill you!
Kill me? Let him try.
I can say myself personally that this game seems to give you no other direction on other things that you should or shouldn't be doing. it kind of leaves you open world, but then at the same time, it keeps directing you to go to certain places, and it always seems to be on the other side of the map. And the only thing that I'm really not understanding when it comes to the fighting aspect, if I hold circle down prior to any attack coming my way, it's very literally hit or miss. Like, it just chooses when it's going to miss, which makes no sense to me. We'll see here, for example. Like, I'm going to... Whoops. I'm going to go ahead and do the better one that I got, because it's the only power move that I have. Circle now. I got hit. Circle now. I got hit. And I'm holding it. Like...
Check this out. Come on now.
Yeah, I think he hit his fist into that wall there. I tried to miss it.
Check this out. Come on now.
I just feel like personally I should be able to miss some of the opponent's hits more often. And Guy with Two Names saw it just a second ago. It said miss, and then it said I was bleeding profusely. So the guy made contact or he didn't make contact? Because it's kind of odd to say that I was bleeding for something that technically missed. It's just me. So today, we being my wife and I, had to take my children to go get an eye exam. Last week we tried to take them to get the eye exam, and the doctor's office called us and said, your insurance is no good. And knowing very well that our insurance was fine, which technically wasn't true, we thought it was fine. We proceeded to go through all this paperwork and everything to try to figure out why all of a sudden the insurance wasn't going through. All to find out that some insurance has changed, and we were sent the mail. We just didn't read it all the way, obviously. And we got it scheduled for today. So the kids all got eye exams today. That was a blast.
I knew you'd end up here eventually.
2 of them need glasses
You
now.
again? For real?
Unbelievable, isn't it? A neon bright paradise like Kamurocho.
This guy's a creeper. He just shows up out of nowhere all the
What
time.
happened here? Do you know?
There was a Tojo clan civil war. Some moron drove a dump truck through the place. Well, no one's come near it ever since. Now, it's a den for lowlifes and thugs. Some real messed up dudes living there now.
I see. I guess I never realized just how long 18 years really is.
It's not the Kamurocho you remember.
Wouldn't he have noticed that while he was in prison?
Shitty. Did you see what they built on Nakamichi Street?
What?
The new Kamuro police station. Just one more set of prying eyes watching everything in this town. That's because of the 3K plan. Without the Tojo clan throwing their bribes and threats around, the station finally got built. That's why everybody loves our go-getter of a governor. Kamuro police station is just one of his legacies.
Well, that shit doesn't matter to me anymore.
Kasuga, I've been nothing but honest with you. I tried to tell you before. The Tojo clan you know is gone. The Omi alliance from Kansai invaded and won. They rule this city now. So, do you believe me now?
Yes.
And we're making good time. Well, you came around faster than I thought.
Huh?
I knew you were the kind of guy who has to see shit for himself. And everyone else be damned. So, I had to let you walk around Kamurocho until it all clicked for you. You got there quick.
What are you doing? Trying to guess everything I do? Making fun of me along the way?
Well, I didn't guess everything. I just knew you'd come here.
Look, once and for all, what the hell do you really want?
I want you to help me with my investigation.
Huh?
Arakawa, your former boss, used the police to crush the Tojo clan. Then he gave Kamurocho to the Omi Alliance on a silver platter. You and I both know you can't buy out the police with just Yakuza pocket change. So my theory is some of that money went directly to Juro Horinouchi, the police commissioner.
The police
I
commissioner?
hope I don't have to say that name.
Then I got a bone to pick with that guy. I'd love to see the son of a bitch fired. Of course, I'm just a driver's ed teacher now, so I don't have a lot of chances to get at him. But one chance I do have is if I go through Masumi Arakawa.
And you figure I can help you get to Arakawa-san. Is that it?
Congrats, you solved the puzzle. I thought you'd be game because, come on, aren't you dying to know why he turned traitor?
Guy with two names says, thanks for the reminder. I need to actually get new glasses. You're welcome.
See Arakawa-san.
I'm glad that I was able to help you in some sort of way for as much as you've helped me.
I just want to see him. Talk to him.
Not nearly the same thing, but I'm glad to have helped.
Tonight, Arakawa is bringing some Omi officers to a big meeting with local patriarchs.
Really? That true?
Oh, yeah. And we're not talking about a sweet little tea party. No, it's gonna be a show of arms. For Arakawa, it's a critical moment. He needs to show his dominance.
How do you know all this?
I still have my connections from when I was a detective. Had to grease some hands, of course.
Go figure. Well, where's this meeting gonna be?
I'm glad you asked.
So at the beginning of the stream, I stated I ran into a DSP-like gentleman while at the doctor's office. Before we get to that, Guy with two names says, this game has been 80% cutscenes, 15% walking, and 5% fighting.
That restaurant over there.
He's got the math right.
Tower.
Absolutely correct.
That's...
Oh, have you been there? It's a pretty classy joint. Expensive as hell, though.
No, I haven't gone. It's just... Arakawa-san once promised to take me there. To eat Peking duck. Wait, I get it! This is Arakawa-san trying to contact me!
Huh? Wait, what are you saying?
It can't be a coincidence that the
He
meeting
wants
is
that
going
Peking
down
duck.
there. At a place that meant something to me and him.
Of course it could be a coincidence. Come back down to earth, kid. There aren't many classy restaurants around here, period.
You're living in the clouds, boy.
Reason he picked one of the only ones.
Screw you!
With hair like that, he looks like he's been parachuting somewhere.
I can finally talk to him.
Okay, first of all, the meeting isn't until tonight. And on top of that, the Omi know you're a Tojo loyalist. If they catch you, then you'll have zero chance of talking to Arakawa. Now, luckily, I have a plan for sneaking in. Unless you wanted to bust through the front door like an idiot.
Okay, what kind of plan?
That's a surprise I'll save for later.
Later? What, we're just gonna wait here till they show up?
No, I'm sure you have shit to do, just like me. Let's split up and meet back here tonight. Here, take
What
this
could
with
he
you.
possibly have to do? Like,
What is this?
A smartphone. I assume you've seen one before?
Nah.
what's that say? Tech
How do you
effect?
use it? Why do they make
Ain't even a
phones so
brand.
damn complicated?
You'll figure it out.
Hey, I just got a
Just make sure to
smartphone
pick
for the
up when
first...
I call you.
Whatever.
I don't know why I need a phone. You can now select smartphone for the browse menu. This will allow you to check your mail, take pictures, and call a taxi. More smartphone functions will be added as you progress through the story. Awesome. I am still enjoying the game. It's just some of the stuff. Let's just go back to Guy with Two Names comment. This game has been 80% cutscenes, 15% walking, and 5% fighting. Now, I don't know about y'all, but whenever I get into a game, I just expect a little more. Like,
Okay, so remember, we're meeting in
A
this
little
bar
more
in
of
Theater
the
Square
fighting
tonight.
and a
Till then,
little bit less
keep
cutscenes.
low, will ya?
Because the weirdest part is the cutscenes have interlusion scenes as well. So to be like, some of them are action. And then there's this. Like, now all of a sudden he can't talk. I gotta read. Better go meet Adachi. So, now that I'm actually going to be walking somewhere, I don't know where I'm supposed to find this guy. I wish I knew what that icon meant right there. Like, what's that supposed to be? Like, usually, like, you can pick things, and that's just not the case in this game. You kind of scroll over them, and it'll tell you that. But I don't know anything. Anyways, so we're at the doctor's office, and given that I have multiple children, when you go to places like this, it takes a little while, especially whenever you try to do it all together, so you're not having to drive back and forth between home to the doctor's office for each child. And typically, most of the places that we have to go to are within 5 to 30 minutes away from us. So going to the doctor's office for the eye doctor wouldn't be that bad if we had to go multiple times for the children, because it's only 20 minutes away. And 20 minutes away, not a big deal to me. I don't feel like that's too far for an eye doctor's appointment. But before we could even get to the appointment, they canceled it on us, telling us that the insurance wasn't correct, all for us to find out that the insurance was just not updated on our end. We had insurance, obviously. We just didn't update it. So, I was supposed to turn there. When we got there, one of my daughters went in, started her eye exam. The other two sat with me while my wife... I don't know what that means when that happens. My wife went in with one of my other daughters. And,
Great. Dachi-san's not even here.
this older gentleman came
Where
in.
we're supposed to meet.
You really should
Our
just sell
appointment
that
was
business
10:15.
pronto. Don't be sad.
When he came in, it was 2 minutes till
Deal
11.
with business the way you do with fish and women. Catch, then release.
Nice.
Take pride in the catch, but then
He stated that his appointment was at 11
any
o'clock.
sporting fisherman can tell you that. Really?
The receptionist told him to sit down and
I hope you're joking.
wait for the physician to be ready for him.
Deal with this nonsense.
I knew very well,
Behind bringing you on was so that I
but
could
that wasn't
enjoy
going to be
my
very
nights off.
quick because
Cow.
my first daughter had just walked in and our appointment was 10:15. She wasn't done yet.
Sorry to bother you when you're busy.
What?
You seen a burly-looking guy in a blue coat around here?
A burly-looking guy?
Burly.
Myself, I only pay attention to the ladies.
Sure. Yes.
Why don't you simply call this person? Is his phone dead?
What's that around his neck?
That's right.
That's going to be my next
Maybe a
add to this
smartphone to
ensemble.
call him on.
Whatever that is, right there.
Wait.
I want a little bit
How do you call someone
that.
on this thing?
that.
There's no buttons.
A bit behind the times, aren't you?
What is that? Is that a scarf?
Allow me.
You'll show me?
I'll make you the smartest of smartphone users.
Hey, there he is! You're not gonna weasel out of it this time, asshole.
Another,
Shit.
like, same
You
guys?
found me.
Huh?
Go gotta you cravat wearing fuckwad. When are you gonna
Cravat.
notify us?
It's a cravat. What's up, Knock? How you doing, buddy?
Remember us? You
Thanks for
sold us
stopping
that
by.
shit property.
Ah, that Yakuza. Where
If you're just joining me, I'm gonna be getting a cravat to go with my kimono
Settle my ass. It barely makes any money.
because that guy,
Right, you shyster.
that's big pimpin'.
Now that is strange. They certainly had a high profit margin while I was running it.
The joint's in the red every month. Girls keep quitting, not enough customers. I can't even pay the electric bill.
I dare say you'll have to become better at managing a business.
Fuck you say? This was a crap business when you pawned it off on me. You better buy it back now.
You are a funny guy.
Asshole. Do Do you even realize you're mocking the Omi Alliance? Give it a rest, you jerk. Say what?
This guy was about to teach me to use a smartphone. I get you got business with him, but get in line.
You get in line.
Hey, wait just a second. That ugly red suit and that scruffy ass hair.
Wait, they didn't recognize him at first? How stupid are these guys?
Said? How there was a Tojo loyalist around here? Supposed to look just like this guy, down to the moppy hair.
Sit, asshole. Enough about my hair.
So you're an aggressive type yourself, huh?
Something like
He takes that hair really
Why don't you
personally.
stand back, Mr. What was it? Nick Okada? This is about to get ugly.
I can see that. Will you be fine handling this by yourself?
Hell yeah. And you can repay me in smartphone lessons. Sound good?
Smartphone lessons?
Very good.
Quit your yapping. And if things get ugly, you got nobody to...
Right, guy with two names. The same characters always reappear. Now they got knives. So we're gonna go with guy with two names point, and maybe it's just like the timing of pushing circle and holding it. So I'm gonna now perfect guard is said. Okay, so you were right, but the problem though is when it says how about you do what I said? Attack. I don't know why it's not letting me. So now, but I couldn't hold it. Like it still got the second time around. How come I can't? It's not letting me do it. It's not letting me do that move right now. All right, that time it worked. That was just my bad, obviously. Oh, I think I'm about dead.
Make it count.
I'm pretty sure that.
Let's rock.
Oh, that's something.
I got this.
What's going on right now? I beat him with a traffic cone, y'all.
We made it. I feel the stats going up.
Charismatic persuasion. Nice.
That looks painful.
So, in all honesty, did you sell them a crappy business or not?
I certainly did not. It was raking in millions of yen each month at the time of sale. A wonderful little property.
If that's true, why'd you offload it?
The riffraff you just beat down were insisting on protection money. I didn't want their protection.
We were only asking for a measly 100,000 a month, man. You wouldn't even make a dent in what you were pulling in.
Yes, I recall it being something like that. So you know what I told them? If you think it's so easy, why don't you try running it?
And you sold it to him just to make a point?
You bet I did. I mean, can you believe their arrogance? A measly 100,000? I have a number of businesses, and yes, they do bring in hundreds of millions of yen per month. But the reason for that is I know the value of money. It's very difficult for a small business to make 100,000.
So this guy's point was to just sell them the business and be like, oh, you suck at it.
Exactly.
Proof.
And I believe now they have definitely learned. Businesses are like women. You think having one will be so glamorous, but there's some upkeep involved.
Good
You
lord.
need strategy, you need passion, and you need to work your ass off to make her happy. So,
All right.
are you gonna do what it takes to make that bar successful?
Fuck that. I'm done sinking money into that bottomless pit.
Fine. I'll buy it back from you. But for half of what you paid me.
Genius.
Fuck you. But fine, take it. I don't care anymore.
Well, fine. That was easy enough to make some money.
I don't believe I caught your name.
Kasuga. Ichiban Kasuga.
Ichiban. That means number one, doesn't it? That's a lot to live up to, but you certainly did that tonight. Thanks for your help.
Sure thing. And, speaking of help.
Yes, you want to learn how to work a smartphone, correct? Don't worry, I didn't forget. Let's get to it. Where's your phone?
Wasn't I here to meet up a burly fella, and now I'm learning how to use my phone?
I actually feel like I can make use of this thing now. Thanks, Nick.
That was it?
You're welcome.
No actual learning?
Keep in touch. When I meet interesting people, I like to think there's a reason why. We can be pen pals.
If you want. But I got kind of a history, in case you couldn't tell. I got out of prison today.
that sort of thing doesn't bother me.
Well, you should probably know. I was charged with murder.
Is that so? Oh my, you are interesting.
I think this guy likes him a lot.
You've got more honesty than sense. But I like that.
Oh, yeah?
You might say I associate with people who have, well, all kinds of baggage. Many of them are carrying much more than you.
No kidding. I'm starting to think you're shadier than the guys I knew in prison.
Touché.
Bad news for me if that's what a felon thinks. 1 point for Mr. Number One.
Guess so.
Huh? See you around, Ichiban.
That was a weird way to react.
You're not gonna just randomly call me or anything, are you?
I just might. You'll find me to be a very persistent man.
Hey there, Kasuga. Who was that guy?
Who knows?
Oh, my first pen pal, I guess.
Pen pal?
Huh?
Hey, what took you so long anyway, man? You're the one who set this whole thing up.
Oh, I was hungry, so I went and got a beef ball. I ordered an extra large one. Well, it was a
Thank you, guy with two names. I really appreciate you stopping by.
Aren't we all?
Thank you for all your help.
But here I am.
And don't forget, everybody,
Sneak into a high
check out Guy with Two Names streams.
Yeah. Well, hope
He's
you-
been doing really awesome with that Fallout, and it's a lot of fun to watch and to be participating in. One of the only game streamers that I know where you can interactively screw with him while playing the game. So that's pretty sweet. Somewhere along the lines I missed what I was supposed to do. Okay, so anything on the screen that looks like I should be going to? I mean, what else would I have to do? Besides go pick up some food or something. Like, maybe that's what I need to do. Go over here to these things. Yeah, go ahead and buy a drink. Like, get yourself something that's gonna, you know, fix yourself up. Because I need to recover. So why ain't it let me drink it? I'm all full. Like, I just about died earlier, so what? It gives me better health whenever I'm done? I really don't know what I'm supposed to do right now because I missed that, so I'm just going to say that I'm ready.
Okay.
We gotta go into the sewers. Well, I should finish my story. Anyways, so my passing of by a DSP-like character. So while we were at the eye doctor appointment, The individual walks in 2 till 11, says that his appointment was for 11. My first daughter just went in. I've got 2 more to go. So I know he's not getting in 11 minutes. He's not getting in 2 minutes. It's not happening real soon. So he sits down. He seems kind of anxious, but he's all right for right now. Older man, probably like in his 60s. I mean, if he was DSP, he might have just been 40. Who knows? Sits down there. He literally waits 11 minutes. He asks the receptionist, how long is it going to be? And she says, well, the physician's seeing someone right now, so it may just be a little bit longer. And he goes, really? My appointment was for 11. So I don't get seen at 11? I have to get back to work. And she was like, well, I'm sorry. The doctor's busy right now. Well, I can't do this. I'm going back to work. And he storms out the door. And I was like, when have you ever went to an eye doctor, a physician doctor? When have you ever went to an office and got in the moment that you walk in because that's your time? Like, when has that ever happened for anybody? Go ahead and comment down below. Let me know. When have you walked into a doctor's office and just walked in? Be seen right then and there. And side note, you weren't the first or the last appointment of the day, because this was 11 o'clock, midday. He was so frustrated that he didn't get to be seen. Dude storms out of the place, doesn't reschedule, nothing. Like, just out. I'm done. I ain't having this no more. And I just thought that it was really interesting because, like, since when does this country, these people, us as society, believe that this universe spins around us? Like, we're the center, we're the most important,
Sup?
and everything happens for us on our time. Because that just never happens for me. Like, I can't think of one time that I ever went to the doctors and been like, yeah, for retro sake, for 10 o'clock. And they're like, oh yeah, sir, come on in. It's 10:01. Sorry that we made you wait a minute. That's just never going to happen. It's just not the case. Ever. So, if that happens for you, send that luck this way. Push those good vibes onto For Retro's sake, so I don't have to sit at a doctor's office for over 2 hours.
Yo.
For me to have to spend even more money on corrective lenses. It ain't gonna work. But if you're willing to try, I'm willing to believe. All of this conversation about going into the sewer, they could have just went to the sewer. I should have listened, I'm sure, or read, but I didn't. Somewhere along the lines, I'm going to be lost here. But we've been streaming for a little while. I wanted to see that I could get this working correctly. It's about dinner time here at For Retro sake. So what am I supposed to do? Am I just start walking? Dude gonna follow me? Hello? What was that about? Why is the... Okay, he is. What is this? Like, just a little homeless camp? Am I supposed to... I should have been paying attention while it was talking again. It's time to fight.
Cool.
All right, so etc. items. I'm gonna go with the Apple Defense. Okay.
I got this.
Let's go.
Skills. Slick Tongue.
Let's go. Hey, I'm a cop. You're in it now.
Did that do nothing? I tried.
Let's go.
It did not work so well.
Time. Come on now. Check this out. I'm up.
I'm gonna go with beatdown.
Going in.
All right.
Oh no! Hold up. Let's get it done. Come on, check this out.
The fighting has at least got more interesting with having two people now.
Let's go.
I can at least say that much. We're gonna do one more fight here, and then I'm gonna call it a day here at For Retro's Sake. So if you've been watching, if you've been following along, thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it.
Come on now. Take your best shot.
Hopefully you're enjoying the playthrough as I am enjoying it, especially now that there's more action going on. There's more people to fight with. Oh yeah, I'm perfect guarding this stuff now.
Check this out. Get alive. Let's go. You're in it now. Let's go.
He missed.
Oh yeah?
He didn't even do anything though.
Check this out. I'm up. I got this. Going in. Once. Good fight.
Excellent fight.
Nice.
And a rank up. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, let's find... is it not gonna let me save? It's not gonna let me save right now. That's interesting. I don't know why. Like, I guess we'll do one more fight. Why not? That is a lot of this game, is me saying that I'm going to save or be done, and then at no point am I able to actually be done.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, I didn't even have time to react. That is terrible.
Come on now. Check this out. I'm up. Going in. Come on. What's that? The enemy is defeated.
I'm gonna assume that it does some type of save at some point, right? Like, there's no way for me to be able to tell if it's saved or not. So we're gonna have to trug on here for just a little bit longer so I can at least get to a save point. Yeah, get the two guys' attention instead of five at one time. Hey, the five disappeared in the back. The three in the back disappeared, so I'm okay with that.
Let's go. I got this.
Oh, I should have hit that guy.
Best shot. Yeah. Come on now. Check this out. I'm up. Good fight.
Excellent. Yeah, I really don't understand why it's not just letting me save. Hopefully after this part here, it will let me save.
Cool. Come on now.
Let's go.
I got this.
It's just not letting me do anything else besides a regular attack. I tried.
Come on now. Check this out. Don't get caught. I'm up.
That was a big hit. Observing the area. What does the observing the area mean?
Come on now. Check this out.
Let's go.
Oh, these guys are taking some hits.
You're in it now.
Get alive.
Come on now. Check this out.
Gandhi. Done.
The enemy is defeated.
That was rough.
It's a lot more interesting with two people now.
Nice.
Get for retro's sake to a save point. Is that what that is? Alright. Save points. Alright. So there are actual save points underground. Excellent. So we will save right here. Save completed. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. I sure hope that you've enjoyed some of the gameplay. It's definitely getting a lot more exciting than what it was the first two streams. If you have the opportunity, don't forget to stop by Guy with Two Names. He does stream quite often. I know that Knock has streamed as well. Check all them guys out in the chat. They do excellent streams on YouTube. I really appreciate you stopping by. Thank you, Forgotten Locale, for stopping by as well. I am for Retro's sake here. Have a great day.